betting expert, Jake Croucher, in case you're unfamiliar with Jay's work. He was the head trader at PointsBet for how many years were you over there at PointsBet? 5 years over there at PointsBet. And he has told us that the NFL draft is the one reason that he stopped doing it because it was the most stressful time of the year as a head trader at PointsBet. Is that actually true?
It's not fun. It's definitely not fun. It's all the issue is that there are just so many markets. There's just too many things now to bet on to keep track of. And I remember there was one draft where I think the Giants had the 4th pick, and it was like, they're going to go O-line, and everyone thought it would be like Tristan Wirfs or Jedrick Wills, and then someone tweets out that like, Andrew Thomas is actually the guy. Right. And now it's like, all right, we're going to change the 4th overall pick market. We're going to change the 1st offensive lineman drafted market. We're going to change the 2nd offensive lineman draft market. Just like all these different things, and just it's not fun. It's a day that there are a lot of edges, and all these markets, they just move around constantly.
So the sports books, they don't love the draft day either. They're not going to be able to clean it up like they usually do.
Not for the most part. This is more like a loss leader vanity project, just like a content machine to put these markets up, and you don't expect. Most sportsbooks, they'll just hope to just break even on the draft because for the most part, they're flying blind. Yeah. It's not like, when the Giants play the Cowboys, there's all this wealth of data and information, and all these players have ratings and the teams have ratings. We know that the Cowboys should be 6-point favorites there. And so you can have a lot of confidence about taking bets on that. For like who's going to get taken 5th overall, it's like, all right, we're just going off of people's tweets, really, and people's mock drafts. And
so really, a lot of times there's not much more to it than that.
No, absolutely not. I'll give you an example. Say that Chris Simms tweets out right now that Shedeur Sanders is a lock to go number 9 to New Orleans.
It'll sweat.
That would tank the market just off of that. And he can say that, and he can, and there might be something behind it. There probably would be if you tweeted that out, but there could be nothing behind it as well. So, and that's what moves the markets.
I've seen that happen once. I did it in the draft that was C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. I was very much with like the Carolina Panthers because I had just started and gone, well, damn, Frank Reich's going to like C.J. Stroud and all of this and like the bigger quarterback. And the market changed like right after I said that. And I'm not trying to act like I'm any big whoop here or anything like that. But I think also, too, like people know I knew Frank Reich. I know him personally a little bit. I think maybe they think, he must have talked to him and heard this, which I didn't at that time, right? And it is. It's crazy how little things can affect it. But what I ask you here, too, is like the last 2 years, I've joked with him in the barn, like on the top 5 picks. I'm like, I'm not even going to guess anymore. I'm just going to go with Vegas. Yeah. Whatever they say has kind of like been spot on.
Yeah.
And I would think because of that, they can clean up more, but I guess I'm wrong more.
I think the thing is that the first few picks, there's usually enough info out there that you kind of just know what is going to happen. Yeah. Like this year, for example, like we know Cam Ward is going to go number 1.
Right.
You can bet
$20,000 for $1.
To win 100.
That'd be a great dollar to have.
You can bet 40,000 to win 200 as well if you want. And then we have a pretty good amount of confidence that Travis Hunter will go 2, that Abdul Carter will go 3, and that Will Campbell will probably go 4, and that the draft, the uncertainty really starts at 5.
Right.
But the thing is, and the reason why these markets are so fragile is that it's just a Jenga stack. And if one thing goes wrong, then the Jenga stack collapses.
That's the truth. You're right.
So, like, if Ashton Jeanty goes 5, that completely reshapes, like, okay, where's Mason Graham going to go now? Like, could he just fall to, like, 14, 15? Like, we don't know.
I hear you.
And if there's an offensive lineman taken at 5, then where's Jeanty ending up? Is he just going to go 6 to the Raiders? Could he fall 10 to the Bears? Then all of a sudden, it's just like all interconnected guesswork.
It definitely is. We talked about that a little on Monday, right? Remember I told you with the Derwin James. Like everybody in football is like, oh, he's going top 10. He's going top 10. A few weird picks happen, and all of a sudden he's on the board at 18. And you're like, damn, everybody I talked to thought he was like one of the 5 best players on the draft. And you're great. It's a great point. One misstep or weird odd pick can throw it off for everybody. Thanks for watching Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Hey, just because the season's over, it doesn't mean we're over. We ain't going anywhere. The NFL never dies.
We're staying right here. Hit subscribe. We got every NFL move. We'll react to that. Plus, Chris has got 4,719 draft prospect profiles to do.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe. You know where to find us. Peace out, homies.